Okay, my friends, I did a skin health, skincare, skin tips sort of video recently where I talked about how I take care of my skin from the outside. But as promised, here is part 2, taking care of my skin from the inside, which is, if you ask me, the by far more important aspect of skincare. No matter what I dab onto my skin, if I'm not eating and drinking the things that she likes me to eat and drink, she will throw a tantrum. Yes, she will go all red, itchy, spotty, or all dull and lackluster and look a little, corpsey if I mistreat her with a bad diet. I know you don't like to hear this. I know we all would prefer like a miracle cream that could, make our skin happy no matter how many donuts or how much tequila we put into ourselves. But hello, I did not make these rules. I'm just sharing with you what I've personally noticed will set my skin off and what will make my skin all cozy and happy and chilled out. So part 2 of my skincare routine, this time from the inside out. When I think about how to treat myself and my easily annoyed little skin kindly from the inside, I have 2 approaches. First of all, what I put into my body to keep it nourished and protected, and secondly, what I stay away from, aka the nasties. So when it comes to skin in particular, I have 3 of each, 3 good things and 3 nasties. So maybe should we start with the good things? I think let's limber us up with a classic, water, hydration. How many times have we heard about the importance of this? For overall physical health, sure, but also specifically for skin health. So I swear by this. I drink water by the buckets every day. Not because I force myself or push myself to drink a lot, but because it's a habit and feels natural. So you will never see me sit down at a table or on a sofa or lying down in bed without a glass of water next to me. Even if I'm having tea or coffee or a glass of wine or any other drink, I will also have a glass of water on the side. Right now, actually, just out of shot, a glass of ice cold, delicious water. So in general, if you drink enough water, it helps keep your skin hydrated. So it flushes out toxins, it can help against dry and flaky skin, although not always, because I can get dry skin even though I'm a water drinking champion. But it also makes your skin more flexible and elastic, and just overall, I feel it makes my skin look and feel, just right and lovely. I know that as soon as I get dehydrated, I start to feel a little dull in my skin and a little bit lackluster. So water is hydration plus flushing toxins. How does that sound? Next up on the nourishing things to add to a skin healthy diet, how do you feel about vitamin E? Have you also been told again and again how important it is for skin protection? Okay, so I'm in no way a dietitian, so please don't take my word for any of this. But what I've heard is that vitamin E helps your skin stay hydrated and it can protect you from UV damage. It's also an antioxidant, but more about that in a second. So healthy, radiant, hydrated skin protected from damage. This we like. There are supplements for vitamin E in capsules, but I like to take it in my food, and I'm happy to report that quite a few of the things that I eat daily anyway has a high concentration of vitamin E, like almonds, walnuts, broccoli and spinach, red bell peppers, and so on. But even so, I also like to add a bit of vitamin E rich oil to my food. I know that wheat germ oil is a particular vitamin E rich oil, but personally I go for flaxseed oil because it is rich in vitamin E, but also a fantastic source of omega-3. So just remember to keep it in the fridge and not heat it up. Cold, that's the trick. Why I don't get my oil in capsules is because then you can't taste the oil and in that way tell if it's gone rancid. Rancid fat is really, really bad for you. So I want to be able to taste the oil. And this is also the reason why I keep the oil in the fridge. In general, a rule of thumb is that the healthier the oil, the more particular it is about being cold. So the same goes for nuts and seeds. Keep it in the fridge, darling. I want to say a big thank you to Infinix for sponsoring this video. I'm thrilled to introduce you to something so very exciting, Infinix Zero Flip. This smartphone is packed with cutting-edge features and has a stunning design, making it a perfect little companion for my everyday life. First up, if you're into big screens, you're going to love the Infinix Zero Flip. It has the largest external screen in its class. Whether you're checking notifications or taking photos or watching videos, the external display gives you the extra space that you need. Speaking of photos, get ready for some serious photography power. It's the first small foldable phone equipped with a 50 megapixel ultra-wide angle camera, perfect for capturing stunning landscapes or squeezing all of your friends into one shot. And on the front, you've got a 50 megapixel front camera, making your selfies and video calls sharper than ever. And for all you content creators watching, this phone supports 4K video stabilization with triple cameras on both front and back. This means you get super smooth, professional quality footage no matter which camera that you're using. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest highlights, charging speed. The Infinix Zero Flip is the fastest charging small foldable phone in its class. It only takes 15 minutes to charge the 4720 mAh battery to 48%, so that you can quickly get back to your day. In terms of design, Infinix has partnered with WGSN to release their annual trend color. The one I got is the gorgeous Blossom Glow, making the Zero Flip not just powerful, but also a kind of fashion statement, no? The Blossom Glow gives it this like radiant, fresh look, so taking mirror selfies will certainly be more fun with this one. With all these cutting-edge features, the Infinix Zero Flip is more than just a foldable phone. It combines performance, style, and innovation. So what are you waiting for? Click the links in my description to have a look at the Infinix Zero Flip for yourself. And once again, a huge thank you to Infinix for partnering with me. Now let's get back to the video. The third good thing I like to add, antioxidants. I mentioned already that vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, but honestly, so many healthy plant foods are. This is the reason I'm a bit iffy about the concept of superfoods, because I believe that it's much more important to look at the bulk of what you eat rather than adding a teaspoon of this or that onto like an unhealthy, overprocessed diet overall. I can honestly say that more or less every single thing I eat is high in antioxidants. Let's look at my everyday diet from morning to evening. Green tea, oats, berries, apples, cinnamon, kale, broccoli, seaweed, bell peppers, onion, garlic, ginger, red lentils, brown rice, walnuts, almonds, and so on. I also take a daily turmeric pill because it's one of those particularly potent antioxidants. So this is one of the reasons why it's so important to switch out white rice for brown rice and any type of processed grains to whole grains, because otherwise you lose all of the good stuff, antioxidants being one of those things. But okay, maybe, I started in the wrong order here. I haven't even said what's so dramatically important with those antioxidant things. Okay, so to simplify this quite a bit, antioxidants help calm inflammation, and inflammation is more or less the death to all health. Antioxidants also help protect your DNA from free radicals. Free radicals attack the DNA so that over time, when cells multiply and your body renews itself, your DNA will be a little bit more damaged and a little bit older. This is why a diet rich in antioxidants protects us from an incredible variety of illnesses and damages that comes with increased age. And yes, skin health and skin protection too. So over time, it protects us from skin damage caused by, just aging. But already now today, it can help clear up and soothe skin that is suffering from any of the variety of issues caused by inflammation. Powerful stuff. Okay, let's move on to the less fun bit. The things I know are shitty to my skin health and I know that I should stay away from. For me, I've noticed especially 3 things that are just horrible to my skin. The first one being that sweet thing, sugar. I eat almost no white sugar or processed sugar in my everyday diet. So whenever I do, like over Christmas, for example, I notice the effects so acutely. Number 1 effect is inflammation. If I have a little bit of white sugar one day, it's completely fine. But whenever I have it over a period of a few days or a week with an increased intake of sugar, my skin will go red and itchy and spotty, so bad. Secondly, I also have noticed how badly it seems to affect my hormone balance, and I get bloated, weird, puffy, all that good stuff. Oh, important thing to add though, I don't mean sugar from fruit or other plants. Fruits come with some sugar, sure, but it also has fiber and antioxidants and other phytochemicals that are just lovely for the skin. So I've only ever noticed positive effects on my skin from fruit and berries and other plants. But I want to know, what's your relationship to sugar? Have you ever cut white sugar out of your diet and then started eating it again? Did you also notice the same things that I did? Inflammation and weird hormonal behavior? My period troubles get so bad when I've eaten more sugar than usual. I'm not even joking. Okay, so this next thing is another classic. animal products, and especially dairy. You know, I've been vegan for like, what, 16, 17 years, and the absolute first thing that I noticed in my body was how light and energetic I felt. And the second thing, my skin cleared up like poof. Here we are again with inflammation and oxidative stress, which affect our whole body and not least the skin, like both long-term and short-term. So personally, I noticed the short-term effect on my skin almost immediately going plant-based. But of course, like the long-term effect on my skin is so much harder to measure, since it's like, I have no idea what my skin would look like if I had eaten animal products all these years. I can only say that whenever someone compliments me on my skin, I see it as like a good karma for like, you know, doing something nice for our animal friends. But staying away from animal products isn't just about reducing many foods that cause inflammation. It's also about what happens when you take out the animal products. Is that you have to like add in something else. And in my case, that's instead like the highly antioxidant foods like veggies, whole grains, nuts, fruits, berries, and so on. So it's like a double whammy. I can honestly say that like over the years of me doing this, I've had so many of you get in touch saying that cutting out both white sugar and dairy, that's the like the holy combination for like clearing up problem skin. I mean, for me, this is easy. Like, I don't like the taste of overly sweet things, and I'm a vegan anyway. But I know that for some of you, this does sound like quite a challenge. So, okay, let's all do it together, shall we? As a challenge, 3 months from today, no processed sugar, no dairy. We have nothing to lose, so, you know, let's go for broke. Third thing to cut out, and this one is the tough one for me. Yes, it is the alcohol. I mean, my diet is so healthy and, you know, sweet and lovely in all other ways, but I do drink alcohol, even though I know there are like no health benefits and that is really rather bad for me. It's like my one vice, my one bad habit that I treat myself to simply because I like it. So what's so bad about alcohol then? This is what I've been hearing over the years, so let's see if you've heard the same things. First of all, again with me, you know, being a broken record, inflammation. Secondly, dehydration. And thirdly, I've heard that alcohol eats up collagen. Have you heard this too? So again, this is both like a short-term and long-term damaging thing for the skin. And you know, I can tell the day after, not if I had 1 glass or even 2 glasses, but if I had more than 2 glasses of wine, and my face would be like dull, inflamed, puffy, and dehydrated. About the collagen bit, again, that's hard to measure, like the long-term effect of alcohol, but honestly, I don't believe it can be good for your skin, like long-term anyway. So protect myself from the badness of my chilled glass of Chablis, I make sure that my diet is as anti-inflammatory as possible. And I dab myself with those collagen drops that I mentioned in like the part 1 of this skincare series, if you saw that video. You know, I have no idea what difference that makes, but it makes me feel good to feel that I'm like counteracting a bit of the bad effects of my fondness for champagne. Not that I'm drinking that much, but I definitely drink more than what's good for my skin, because what would be good for my skin would be to, you know, drink 0. Okay, I need to ask you now, how are you with these 6 things? The 3 good things, antioxidants, water, and vitamin E, versus the 3 nasty things, sugar, alcohol, and inflammatory animal products, and especially dairy. Are you like in doing the challenge with me, cutting sugar and dairy for 3 months while like adding a ton of antioxidant foods and seeing the results? You know, sometimes I whine about, you know, having sensitive, easily annoyed skin, but it's also quite a good thing actually, since my skin becomes like a barometer on how I'm doing on the inside. I notice at once when I'm eating and drinking mean things, and my skin goes back to normal once I pay a bit more attention to what I put in my mouth. So it helps me keep in check, like that I'm getting my antioxidants, so that I stay away from inflammatory foods, that I get enough hydration. So it's quite handy that way. But of course, we can also take care of our skin from the outside. Go watch part 1 of this little skin health series if you haven't yet, where I go over my skincare routine and some other little tricks that I like to do. I'll leave a link down below. Okay, I hope you and your skin are happy today, and that this video could be a little, you know, just a reminder to all of us to treat our bodies kindly. I know it has motivated me to go eat some kale and, you know, bell peppers right now actually, and gush myself with green tea antioxidants after lunch. I can't wait to read your comments today. Like, how is your face doing right now? And Have you noticed like your diet having an effect on your skin? Do tell and let me know if you're up for the little 3-month sugar dairy-free diet. I will be doing it, so feel free to join me. And do let me know if you want me to make more health-themed videos. Give me a like or a comment if so. Thank you so much for watching today and see you next week already. Okay, bye bye bye.